Hey y'all, who watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Okay, hold on. I got my salad, y'all. Hold on. Oh no. Oops. I don't know who stunts on that. honey. So I'm watching. It's just me, y'all. I think Corey might come and watch Married to Medicine, but he don't like the Housewives of Atlanta too much. So it's just me. So I said, let me come on here and just talk. Cause I like these watch parties. I never thought I would, but I like them. They chill. Cause I'm one of those people who got a lot of 2 cents. Uh, while I'm watching the show, like most black people do. I like saying my 2 cents. So and when he don't watch this show with me, I said, well, let me get up on here and watch it with somebody else. So this is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. That I'm watching, and I like Porsha. I think everybody liked Porsha. She was becoming kind of like the little America's sweetheart in the black community of reality TV for a little bit, but I think she threw everybody off guard when she married that married man. And it did shift my opinion. I must say, I just was like, oh, okay, okay. And seeing her, I saw the first 2 episodes, and seeing her, I don't know. It's almost like she be blinded. I ain't trying to talk about nobody or anything. I'm talking about the situation. But in the situations that she be in, it's almost like she's blinded. Like she's mad that Drew is working with her um baby daddy, but she just trying to make music. And he's the one who reached out to her. And this is a business venture, but she's so offended by that, but she can't see what she did last season and all those years ago. She can't see what she did. I just find that strange. You know, what y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. Hey, Miss Rochelle, is it Rochelle? Oh, I'm eating a salad out of a empty mayo jar. I didn't like I make my own ranch in it. I make it with mayo, sour cream, and bottled ranch, and I mix it together, and it makes like a premium dressing. And it was a little bit of mayo at the end of this at the bottom of this jar. So I said, well, I just put my salad in there. You said Portia has changed a lot. Yes. Okay. Rochelle. Okay. Awesome. Yes, she has. I really liked her, because she was the underdog of the Real Housewives of Atlanta for a minute. But then, she became, the sweetheart, But when she married that married man, it just, woo wee. I don't know. Okay, the No, they didn't. She did not say some glue to get that girl nose back down. I ain't gonna lie, I noticed the nose too. Because I'm a sort of person, I look at everybody noses. I am a nose extraordinaire. I look at everybody noses, white people noses, black people noses, especially black people noses. I love looking at people noses. And I knew that, she had some work done, and it look a little bit old school. That's the old school way they would do noses. They do noses a lot different now, like a lot natural, more natural looking. So I don't know, but hey, she's still a beautiful woman, and big ups to her. I wanted to get a nose job myself back when I was young, when I was like 21, 22. I wanted a nose job. So I would always look at people's noses. So, fun fact about me, but I'm happy that I didn't do it because my nose ended up changing to a nose that I like now. I like my nose now, but back when I was younger, it was bigger. So, yeah. But back to the show. I like Shamia. Y'all like Shamia? I think she gonna be the new sweetheart. Where Porsha left off, where she was the sweetheart and then things went left, with all the scandal and stuff. I think Shamia gonna pick up where she left off and be, the show's sweetheart. Cause she's so nice. She is so nice. She's kind. She's considerate. She's fun. She's a cool girl. And I guess a lot of people in Atlanta, we see her all the time, and all the pictures and videos. She, friends with Toya and Tiny and all everybody else in Atlanta. So she must be a likable person. She has a lot of friends. What else we saw? And God bless her and her kids. Man, can you imagine having a surrogate and it kind of went wrong with your surrogate? Got cancer, and then your baby was born with like birth defects. I could only imagine, because it probably was hard enough to be okay with having the surrogate, then finally finding someone and then going through with it, and then that happens. I can only imagine how that feels. Wow. Well, at least her baby is here, alive and well, and she can take care of her baby. Wow, is what I can say though. Woo wee. What else we saw? This kind of strange without Mr. Stamps here. I ain't got nobody to rebuttal me no more. It's back on y'all. But I'm chatty, so I can handle my own. I love me some Drew, y'all, cause I think that she's a sweet girl. I do, and I think she has a good heart. I think she has her parents, her being a preacher kid. I think she has a good foundation, and I just think it's just unfortunate her situation with her husband treating her so poorly. He treats himself poorly. He don't know how to treat nobody else. He treats himself poorly. When you don't value yourself, how can you value someone else? That's like impossible. So I just feel, whew, I'm happy that she is, I'm happy that she tried with him and gave it her all. And now it's time for her to move on with her life if he's not going to do right by her. Ooh, wee. That's crazy. And for him to be taking her money and tracking her and cheating and gaslighting her, it's terrible. I'm happy that she moving on with her life, but I just really hope that she runs closer to the Lord and not away from the Lord and being free out there all naked. I hope that she moved closer to the Lord because of all of those rumors, about her and stuff. And yeah, I just hope that she runs into the Lord's arms even closer. Not saying that she not now, but even closer. Because sometimes when people get divorced and stuff, they just all of their morals, they'll like their morals just aren't really there anymore. It's like they just become really free. But when you become really free, you become separated from the true and living King. And I just pray that she, instead of being separated from the true and living King after this divorce, that she'll run into his arms more. Woo wee, y'all. Woo wee. What else we saw? Oh, girl, Angela. Now, I don't know why she come on there telling a half story that I ain't believing, honey, talking about her and her husband started having problems because they went to a basketball game. One of the higher ups of the basketball game didn't like him and got them escorted out. And that was like the underlining cause of a lot of their problems because he didn't heal from that. Now, did that probably happen? I'm sure it did. But is that the underlying reason why y'all would have problems? I just don't believe that. Like what's the real problem? You actually came up with that. But I hope that they do figure it out. I don't see why not, why they can't figure out their problems. And I'm happy they go into counseling, if that's what they need, and get Mm-mm. Woo wee. Oh wee. Oof. It was a mess from the start. It was a mess from the start. I don't know what Portia thought she was gonna get from that marriage. I guess money. It ain't no secret. Portia love her a man with some money. If you got deep wallets, she your biggest fan. Like, come on, where you thought this was going? Come on. Well, I really hope that Portia will, I don't know, just get her life back together and on track and not chasing after like material things because that's not everything. Because once you go home and you lay your head, like she said, all those thoughts are rushing to your head, of negativity. Money doesn't make you happy. So don't go chasing it. It's a great tool to have. It's wonderful to have, but it don't make happiness. So don't go chasing it as if it's going to make you happy. That's just what it is. What y'all got to say? I don't see nobody in the chat saying nothing. What y'all got to say? But I hope that she don't like continue to chase money. As she saw, I don't know with her first husband if it was about the money, but he was well off and that was abusive. And now this guy and he was a scammer. He's from Benin and Togo or Benin. My DNA is from Benin, so that's interesting. But yeah, you know, and I know she tried to make it work with her baby daddy. That didn't work out because he was cheating and stuff. Testing, testing. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Now I can hear. Maybe my stuff went off. Oh, I'm watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. And hello, Michelle. Yes, Corey. He'll be on here on the next show, won't you? Yeah. Well, he said he ain't coming if I'm on here. I want to watch it with y'all. You can sit over on that side.